Hello friends, this is teacher JB. Let us study English. We are studying the book English Grammar in Use. And today we are studying Unit 36, Would. Would. So this one, even though there is an L, you don't pronounce it would. You just eliminate L and say would. Would, as in would, W-O-D, would. We use would or use apostrophe D or wouldn't when we imagine a situation or action. It means we think of something that is not real. Imagine. It would be nice to buy a new car, but we can't afford it. I'd love to live by the sea. Shall I tell Chris what happened? No, I wouldn't say anything. It means I wouldn't say anything in your situation. We use would have done when we imagine something that didn't happen in the past. They helped us a lot. I don't know what we'd have done without their help. We'd have done means we would have done. It's a shame you didn't see the film. You would have liked it. If you saw it, you would have liked it, but you didn't see it. I didn't tell Sam what happened. He wouldn't have been pleased. I just guess he wouldn't have been pleased. Compare would do and would have done. I would call Lisa, but I don't have her number. Talking about now. I would have called Lisa, but I didn't have her number. You're talking about past. So you didn't call, and then now you cannot call. You cannot call her because you don't have her number. You didn't. You couldn't or you didn't. You didn't call her because you didn't have a number. I'm not going to invite them to the party. They wouldn't come anyway. I didn't invite them to the party. They wouldn't have come anyway. So this one just like present and past. We often use would in sentence if. You can just study this in Unit 38 through 40. I would call Lisa if I had her number, but it means I don't have it. I would have called her Lisa if I'd had her number, so I didn't have it. I didn't have the number, so I don't have the number. Now let us compare will and would. So apostrophe double L and apostrophe D. I'll stay a little longer. So you show your desire or willingness. I've got plenty of time. I'll stay a little longer, but I cannot. But I really have to go now. So I cannot stay longer. I'll call Lisa. I have her number. I'll call Lisa, but I don't have her number. So I cannot call. Sometimes would and wouldn't is the past of will or want. Present, Tom says, I will call you on Sunday. In the past, Tom said he would call me on Sunday. I promise I won't be late. Amy promised that she wouldn't be late. Oh no, the car won't start. Lisa was annoyed because her car wouldn't start. Somebody wouldn't do something. He or she refused to do it. I tried to warn him, but he wouldn't listen to me. So it means he refused to listen. The car wouldn't start. The car refused to start. You can also use would to talk about things that happened regularly in the past. So this is a little bit different. Used to. Okay. Used to is something you did but not anymore. But when you talk about regular happening in the past, you can use would. When we were children, we lived by the sea. In summer, if the weather was fine, we would all get up early and go for a swim. We did these things regularly. Whenever Richard was angry, he would walk out of the room. Whenever Richard was angry, he would walk out of the room. With this meaning, would is similar to used to, but used to and would, okay, they both are just like memories for the past. But when you say no more, if you want to talk about no more, you need to use used to. You're talking about your past memory, but if you want to emphasize that you're not doing anymore, you can use used to. So in a way, would and used to are very similar, but if you want to emphasize no more, and you can use used to. Now let us do exercises. Write sentences about yourself. Imagine things you would like or wouldn't like. A place you'd love to live. I would love to live by the sea. Yeah, I would love to live by the sea as well. A job you wouldn't like to do. Okay, I I wouldn't I wouldn't like to I wouldn't like to be an astronaut. Astronaut. Yeah, I'm acrophobic. I'm afraid of height. So I wouldn't like to be an astronaut. Something you'd love to do. Okay. I do love to travel. I would like to travel anywhere. It doesn't matter where, anywhere. Something that would be nice to have. Okay. It would be nice. It would be nice to have a house, to have a house by the sea, by the sea, so I can swim and I can fish. A place you'd like to go to. Okay, there are many places, but I can say I'd like to go to Santiago. Santiago, Chile. Okay. Complete the sentence using would and the following verbs in the correct form. So do is already used. They helped us a lot. Helped past tense. I don't know what we would have done without their help. So because this is past tense, we use present perfect. You should go. You should go and see the film. I think you'd, or you'd enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's a pity you couldn't come to the party last night. Okay, let me eliminate this first. Number 3 again. It's a pity you couldn't come to the party last night. If you came, you'd have enjoyed it. You'd have enjoyed it. So let's cross this out. Shall I apply for the job or not? So if you're I, what would you do? What would you do in my position? What would you do if you're I? So no more do. I was in a hurry when I saw you. Otherwise, okay, this is past tense. So otherwise, I would or I would have stopped. S-T-O-P, P-E-D to talk. So this one. We took a taxi home last night, but got stuck in the traffic. So this one, past tense. So it would have, it would have, and then quicker. So use be, have been. It would have been quicker to walk. Number 7. Why don't you go and see Claire? Now present. So she would be, she'd be. Let's use contraction. She'd be very pleased to see you. Okay. Number 8. In an ideal world, everybody enough to eat. Everybody in an ideal world. Ideal world. Everybody would, and then would have enough to eat. Now, each sentence on the right follows a sentence on the left. Which follows which? So first one, C. I'd like to go to Australia one day, and yeah, it would be nice. I wouldn't like to live on a busy road. Why? Why? Been very nice? No. Been fun? No. Much fun? Very nice. It'll be fun? It wouldn't. Okay, so it has to be negative. It wouldn't be very nice. So let's put E for number 2. Okay, again, I wouldn't like to live on a busy road because it wouldn't be very nice. Number 3, I'm sorry your trip was cancelled. Okay, it wouldn't have very fun, much fun. Okay, B, let's think about B. It would have been fun. So if you went, it would have been fun. So let's put B here. I'm sorry your trip was cancelled. It would have been fun. And number 4, I'm looking forward to going out tonight. Okay, so this is present. It will be fun. Okay, it will be fun. So F, it will be fun. And then number 5, I'm glad we didn't go out in the rain. Okay, so we didn't go out. And then just like it wouldn't have been very nice. Okay, A here, number 5. I'm looking forward to the trip. I'm looking forward to the trip. And then it won't be. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not looking forward to the trip. So it won't be much fun. So D here. Okay. Write sentences using promised, would, and wouldn't. I wonder why Laura is late. She promised she wouldn't be late. She promised she wouldn't be late. I wonder why Steve hasn't called me. He promised, okay, he promised he would call. He promised he would call. He'd call. He promised he'd call, but he didn't. Okay. Why did you tell Amy that what I said? You promised you wouldn't. You promised you wouldn't tell her. You wouldn't tell anybody. Okay, here, Amy, tell her or tell anybody. You promised you wouldn't tell just like anybody, anyone. I'm surprised they didn't wait for us. They promised, and then they'd wait for us. They'd wait. They promised they'd wait, or if you want, you can say for us. Okay, let's go to the next page. Complete the sentences. Use wouldn't and a suitable verb. I tried to warn him, but he wouldn't listen to me. He didn't listen to me. He wouldn't listen to me. I asked Amanda what had happened, but she wouldn't tell me. So she wouldn't tell me. Paul was angry about what I'd said and he wouldn't speak to me for 2 weeks. Paul was angry about what I'd said. If I did, he wouldn't speak to me for 2 weeks. Martina insisted on carrying all her luggage. She wouldn't. Okay, she wouldn't let me help her. Let me help her. Let's go back to the beginning of sentence 4. Martina insisted on carrying all her luggage by herself. She wouldn't let me help her. Complete the sentences using would, the meaning in section C, and choose the word from the verbs. Forget, shake, share, smile, stay, and walk. Walk is already used. Whenever Richard was angry, he would walk out on the room. So this is a past habit on a regular base. We used to live next to a railway line. Every time a train went past the house, okay, so shake, would shake. The house would shake. Catherine was always very generous. She didn't have much, but she would. She didn't have much, but she would share is the best word. She would share what she had with everyone else. You could never rely on Joe. It didn't matter how many times you reminded him to do something. He what? He would always forget. Okay. And number 5. When we were children, we used to go to the beach a lot. And then we would stay there. We would stay there all day, playing in the sand and swimming in the sea. Number 6. Lucy was always friendly. Whenever I saw her, she would always, smile, smile and say hello. Smile. She would always smile and say hello. Okay, friends, this is the conclusion of today's study. I will come back to you with another unit as soon as possible. Until then, keep studying English and have a great day. Bye.